Hello, it's Kylie. I'm back with a little more of a lighthearted video for you. Today, I kind of want to gripe about It Chapter 2. So, my 3-year anniversary was Wednesday. However, we celebrated a couple weeks before that, and we got takeout, and we saw It Chapter 2. And we saw It Chapter 1 when it first came out, of course. Naturally, it's me you're talking about here. But we recently saw Chapter 2. And I liked it. It was alright. Do I think it's great? No. But is it bad? I don't think so. And in case you're new around here, it's my third favorite book. My second or third, they're kind of tied with another book. But one of my favorite books of all time is It by Stephen King. Nothing can take the place of The Shining, though, let's just say that. But I love it. I think it's amazing. It's just a big hunk of a book that is just a masterpiece in every way possible, and the movie will of course never do it justice, and I think that is said for pretty much every book to movie adaptation nowadays. There are a few things that might be better than the book, but not many. So It Chapter 2. I am going to proceed as though you have seen the movie and you understand it, so this is your official warning for spoilers. Same about the book. I'm assuming that you've read the book. So, I'm just kind of griping because I have a couple things that I didn't like about it, and, this is all lighthearted, so no harm, no foul. It is what it is. But the first thing is, all the stuff that they left out / changed. So I would have loved to see more of the story of Beverly's abusive partner. That sounds so weird, but in the book, it's a whole arc in itself, just because he doesn't just, I'm gonna get you, and then never show up. In the book, he is hunting her down for blood, and it is a whole story in itself. And I wanted to see that because that's a huge moment when he finally, gets to Derry, and, the end is the end, and it's just, it's a part of the story, and I missed that. They took it out completely. And I think with a 3-hour movie, I think it was completely plausible to include that. The parts where he hunts her down, he follows her to her friend's house, he beats up her friend, he gets on a plane and tracks her down all the way to Derry, and it's crazy. Now, another part that they left out was, well, yes and no. There was the whole arc with Henry and how he gets out. I don't remember if that was accurate or not from the book. I think it was, but I can't say for certain, just the way that he gets out with the balloon and the knife is given to him. But this is going to sound insane, but it was a huge moment in the book where Mike ends up in the hospital because of Henry as an adult, and that just didn't happen, and I was like, what the fuck? That's kind of a big moment. It's okay, now we have to be strong for Mike too, but it didn't happen in the book, and I don't feel like Henry got the screen time he deserved, okay? For real. He didn't have his big moment. Yeah, sure, he stabbed someone in the face, but he didn't, put him in the hospital. And that's another thing, too. So, when I forget who gets stabbed in the face, but when he gets stabbed in the face, he just Why didn't he go to a hospital? I feel like if my entire cheek got punctured all the way through, I would be in an ER. But no, he just slaps something over it and calls it a day. Like, what the fuck? Okay. And then, I think this one is my biggest gripe. So, the entire thing with Mike and his obsession with these native tribes and this artifact. Can someone please explain to me what the hell that is? Because that was not a thing in the book. And what is that? Where did that come from, and why did it have to be included? Like, I understand certain things have to change, and, like, I could let the other stuff really go if this was not included, but I don't understand how you can leave out things that were actually a major part in the book, but include an entire, like, storyline of something that doesn't make any sense and doesn't belong there at all. And maybe this is something I just fucking forgot about, but I swear it wasn't in the book, okay? And it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why it was in there. That was just absolutely insanity. It's like, what was one of the writers on drugs or something and just thought that, you know, writing in his trip was a good idea? I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me, and it just kind of, like, changed it. I think it downplayed and because it didn't work, I think it really downplayed Mike as a character and all of the research that he puts in the book. I don't know, it just kind of gives him a bad look, if you understand what I mean, because in the book he is correct. He is, you know, he's the smart one. He's been in dairy. He is putting in all this research, and this just really downplayed it and made him look like not a great character, or not that he wasn't great, but that he shouldn't be taken as seriously as he really should have been. And then the ending, the glorious ending. Okay, it wasn't that glorious. I feel like there was a lot of important information that was just simply left out about Pennywise. And maybe this is an unpopular opinion of mine, but Pennywise, to me, from reading the book, really seemed more like a creature just doing what that species does. And not like a purely evil thing, which is insane because there's a whole moment in the book where they go, oh, it's a mother and blah, 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 blah. And I feel like that information was missed out on. And I understand movie is different than book, but I feel like, and this is kind of the issue I had with Kubrick's The Shining as well. If you'd like to see a video of me bitching about The Shining, I could probably go on for like 8 days about that, but I feel like they really took somebody who was not exactly evil and just made them evil for the sake of screenplay. And really, Pennywise is really simple, but also really complicated at the same time. And I feel like Pennywise did not get the ending that Pennywise deserved on screen. And I still really appreciate the fact that the gang defeated him with love and courage. Like, I really appreciate that they left that in there and it wasn't just to, like, stab him down kind of a thing. But I still feel like Pennywise kind of got the short end of the stick, to be honest with you. Oh, and then another thing that kind of, like, bothered me was that the whole Beverly Bill and Ben thing. Like, I didn't understand that. Maybe I don't remember it as well from the book, because it has been a little bit since I've read the book. But if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Bill and Beverly are supposed to be, like, a thing as adults, and I don't know what happened with that. Like, there was some kissing going on between all three of them, and nothing ever, like, came of it, and I wasn't sure, like, was she supposed to be with Ben? Was she supposed to be with Bill? It was never, like, clarified. It just wasn't, and I'm just, like, left wondering, like, does she just get both of them? Like, I mean, that's cool if she does. I mean, I don't judge, but I just don't understand that. I don't understand why the romance was there with no clarification whatsoever. So yeah. I don't know if I have anything else to gripe about. If I were to rate the movie out of 5 stars, I'd give it a solid, like, 3.5 stars. It wasn't terrible. I wouldn't say it's the greatest. I definitely preferred It Chapter 1. That one scared me a whole lot more. But I'm also a weenie when it comes to actual visuals. So, yes. It Chapter 2, those are kind of the gripes I have with it. I did really like, though, that they kept a lot of, well, I wouldn't say a lot of, but I really liked that they kept the old lady bit with Beverly's old apartment. That is just such an iconic scene, and I'm really glad that they kept it, and it's not 100% how it is. It's, for the most part, pretty accurate, but not 100%, and I think it was just great, and it was, like, wonderful, especially used for the trailers and everything. That was definitely a highlight moment in It Chapter 2, as well as the book. Anyways, alright, I'm gonna end this here, because I think I've pretty much vented everything there is about It Chapter 2 that I did not like, and a few things that I did like. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are, and if you want to see any more gripes about movies, let me know, and I will get on it. Alright, see you later. Bye.